International pressure is escalating against Israel. The European Union is considering a new plan for sanctions, and the British Prime Minister reportedly plans to recognize a Palestinian state in the next few days.
And all of this comes as Israel is winning more military victories against Hamas. Julie Stahl brings us the story from Jerusalem.
Israeli troops are keeping up their advance against Hamas in Gaza City, dismantling terrorist infrastructure and targeting enemy fighters. On Wednesday, the IDF said it struck a weapons storage facility containing explosive devices intended to strike IDF troops. Meanwhile, according to reports, the Israeli push forward has emboldened some Gazan clans to stand up against Hamas and take over certain areas. Military officials were quoted as saying that a number of clans had deployed armed operatives to prevent Hamas from reasserting control, and at least one clan had made an agreement with the IDF. Israel is also making a giant leap forward in its defense. Tests of the Iron Beam high-power laser system were successful, and it is ready for delivery to the IDF. The system is built to intercept rockets, mortars, aircraft, and UAVs, and is far cheaper to operate. Firing Arrow interceptors can cost millions of shekels, Iron Dome interceptors tens of thousands of shekels, but employing the Iron Beam is as cheap as turning on a light. On the international front, the European Union laid out a sanctions plan to pressure Israel to end the war in Gaza.
Israeli government's push into Gaza City is a new escalation of the war and will further deepen the humanitarian crisis. Today, I presented a robust package of sanctions of Hamas terrorists, extremist ministers in the Israeli government, and violent settlers and entities supporting the impunity going on in the West Bank.
The British Prime Minister is said to be ready to recognize a Palestinian state as soon as President Trump finishes up his visit there. Luxembourg, too, is considering recognizing a Palestinian state. On the other side, Netanyahu welcomed Fiji as the 7th country to open its embassy in Jerusalem.
The fact that you have come here and you have put your embassy in Jerusalem and you recognize a truth that everybody should recognize, but few governments have so far, that this has been our capital for 3,000 years since the days of King David.
Julie Stahl, CBN News, Jerusalem.